Hello and welcome to the new Nimbus T8 at Düsseldorf Boat Show. Available with 250 or 300 horsepower, giving a top speed of around 47 knots with the 300 and around 45 with the 250. We have two helm seats here for the pilot and co-pilot, which also, as you can see there, spin round, so when you convert this area you have a little dining area out here with a T-top roof with glass, tinted glass as well, so you get a little bit of light through, but doesn't burn your head. Also, you have this seat here, so you can be sitting backwards if you're water skiing. Obviously, sitting this way if you're driving forward, which also turns into a two-position, two-stage. So you can be sat out the back here with a bit of a tilted backrest, or you can fold it all the way flat to make it into a proper little sun pad. Not a full-length sun pad, but somewhere where you can just sort of stretch out. So it's very usable. Very easy to put back in position. You've got two storage lockers in the aft here. And they're quite small, but you could fit the smaller fenders in. You could fit two in each side. And just in there, if you can see in there, they're quite deep, so they are big enough for fenders. A boarding ladder on the transom here. And again, typical with the new WTC series, a really decent walk around. So a lot of space back here for a small boat, and then a little bit higher up onto the sides and up into the bow. We'll go back into the cockpit so I can show you some more features. We have here the wastewater filler, which is nice and sort of neatly tucked out of the way and not sat on the deck. Back here we have a drawer fridge, which is a really decent size for storing your bits for the day. We have a bit more storage in this little locket here. In fact, quite a decent bit of storage really, along with your battery switches and fuse panel. We also have a little bit more storage at the back of the boat here, with a little sort of canvas liner in it. So you can see there's quite a lot you can store in here. And then behind this is a service area with batteries and battery chargers. Freshwater filler underneath here. So they've tried to be slightly more clever with where they put the fillers. So they're not always in dead sight or just sitting on the deck. As we move forward, we have a nice little sitting area here with the backrest, and then again more access into the forward cabin, which I'll show you. If you're just going to use the forward cabin for putting bits and bobs, you can always throw it through the hatch here. A little anchor locker up forward here. with electric windlass, Lumar, and 8mm chain. And little areas also to hang your mooring warps, which again is just a nice little touch. Really decent sized tubing for all of your grab rails and side rails, and again the typical Nimbus oversized pleats, and grab rails up here. Of course, cup holders. And then fantastic helm position, really comfortable for two people, and just a really nice driving position. Steering wheel very central to the seats, everything as you need it here, bow thruster, throttle, SIMRAD, chart plotter, the zip weight which we're using a lot on the WTC, it's worked very well. And then the T-top, obviously for the UK, you can have the canvas which will zip into this area here and then enclose this whole area all the way behind the seats here, so you can be sat inside the boat in any weather and be protected from the weather. So really good. Moving into the cabin, we have a very decent size berth, which is, I'm 6 foot, so as you can see I can fully stretch out in here. There's plenty of room, little reading lights here, and then comfort lighting as well. Little storage pockets inside here, and quite a large storage area here as well, just for your bags and bits and bobs that you need to store away. In here you have a decent heads compartment with a little sink and a little toilet, so there's somewhere to go. So for an 8-metre boat, it really does offer a huge amount. And that is about the end of our tour for the Nimbus T8. Thank you for watching.